Good morning, students. Here it is the seventh video of the chapter Chemical Reaction and Equation for class 10. In this video, we'll discuss about redox reaction. In the last video, we also discussed about redox reaction, where we discussed the redox reaction on the basis of oxygen or hydrogen transfer. Means we learned that oxygen addition reaction is oxidation and oxygen elimination reaction is reduction. Hydrogen addition reaction is reduction and hydrogen elimination reaction is oxidation. We also learned the substance which lose oxygen, it will be reduced, and this one is the oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent oxidize other and reduced itself. Reducing agent, it accept oxygen from other compound from the oxidizing agent and get oxidized. So reducing agent, it accept oxygen from the oxidizing agent, so it get oxidized. Okay, so reducing agent reduce other and oxidized itself. So in the last video we discussed about redox reaction on the basis of oxygen transfer. So in today's video we discuss about the redox reaction one, but there is an electronic concept of redox reaction. Means we'll discuss about redox reaction on the basis of electronic transaction, means electron lose or electron gain. We learned that metals are the conductor of electricity. Metals are conductor of electricity. Why? Because metals can lose electron, they can form cation. Cation is a positively charged ion. Electron is negative. When an atom lose the negative, it will be positive. Okay. When an atom lose the negative, it will be positive. Why? Because within an atom, the number of proton is equal to the number of electron. Within an atom, the number of proton is equal to number of electron. We know proton is positive, electron is negative. So the total number of positive charge is equal to the total number of negative charge within an atom. So the overall charge of an atom is 0. Obviously, okay. In case of any atom, the number of proton is equal to number of electron. We know proton is positive, electron is negative. When an atom lose electron, it will form cation. Means as it lose electron, so what it will be? Number of proton will be more than the number of electron. Proton will be more than the number of electron. As it lose electron, suppose one atom contain 11 proton and 11 electrons. If it lose one electron, what will happen? The number of proton will be 11 and number of electron will be 10. So number of proton must be greater than number of electron in case of cation. So what will be the charge of cation? As the positive charge is more, so it will be positively charged. If an atom gains electron, if it accepts electron, what will happen? What will happen? It will be negatively charged. Okay, why negative? Because in case of that, number of proton will be less than the number of electron. As negative is more than positive in case of anion, so it will be negatively charged. So you have to remember that when an atom loses electron, it will be positive. When an atom gains electron, it will be negative. Suppose if we take this example, sodium metal, if it lose electron, it will be positive. As it lose one electron, so it will be 1 plus. Suppose Mg magnesium, it loses 2 electrons, so it will be Mg2 plus. Why it loses 2 electrons? We know the electronic configuration of magnesium. We know the electronic configuration of magnesium, that is 2A2. In the number of valence electron means the number of the electron which are present at the valence shell. Valence shell means the outermost shell of an atom is called the valence shell. The last shell of an atom is called the valence shell, and the electron that is present at the valence shell, these are called the valence electron. If the number of valence electron is 1, 2 or 3, then the atom usually lose electron. If the number of valence electron is 5, 6 or 7, then the atom will gain electron to fill its valence shell by 8 electrons. Except the first atoms like hydrogen, lithium and others, for some atoms, except the first shell. Okay, the atoms lose or gain electron to fill its valence shell. Okay, depending upon the type of valence shell, means which shell it have to be filled. Okay. Next, if we discuss about aluminium electronic configuration 283, as its atomic number is 13, so it will lose 3 electrons to fill its octet, so it will form Al3 plus. So it is very much clear that the charge of sodium is 0, charge of magnesium is 0, charge of aluminium is 0. When the atom loses electron, its charge increases. I think it is clear now. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, these are atoms, so it do not contain any charge. We know that charge of atom is 0. So sodium, magnesium, aluminium, their charge is 0. So when sodium lose electron, magnesium lose electron, or aluminium lose electron, so what will happen? It will be positively charged. They will form cations. Why they lose this electron? Because they contain 1, 2 or 3 number of valence electrons respectively. Now, as charge, what will happen when the atom lose electron? Its charge will be increases. Its charge will be increases. Remember this one. Just keep it in your mind. When atom lose electron, its charge will be increased. Clear? When atom lose electron, its charge will be increased. Next, suppose we are discussing about fluorine. We are discussing about fluorine, oxygen, and nitrogen. We know the atomic number of fluorine is 9. There is electronic configuration 2,7, oxygen 8, electronic configuration 2,6, and another one nitrogen, atomic number 5, electronic configuration 2,3. Sorry, nitrogen 7. Sorry, nitrogen 7, 2,5. So to fill its valence electron, what fluorine will do? It will accept one electron. So fluorine accept one electron, it will be F minus. Oxygen accept 2 electrons, it will be O2 minus. Nitrogen it will accept 3 electrons, it will be N3 minus. It is fluoride, oxide, and nitride. Now it is much more clear to all of us that fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen, they do not have any charge. Their charge is 0. So when the atom gains electron, what will happen? The charge was 0 and it converted to -1. There is increase or decrease? Obviously decrease. There is charge decreases. What is written here? There is charge decreases. Okay. So when an atom, it is much more clear. When an atom loses electron, its charge increase. When an atom gains electron, its charge decrease. Okay. As the atom do not contain any charge, we cannot say the charge increase or charge decrease. So it is better to say that its oxidation number increase. Okay. Instead of charge, we'll use this word. There is oxidation number. Remember, when an atom is alone, when a molecule is alone, it is not within a compound, then its overall charge, or in case of a compound, the overall charge is 0. Okay. So what does it mean? I think it is ready. Means hydrogen. Okay. When it is H2, its charge is 0. We will not say charge, we will use this word, that is oxidation number. So oxidation number of H2, that is 0. Fine. Achha. O2, oxidation number is 0. H2O, the oxidation number of water is 0. Okay, oxidation number of water is 0. But the oxidation number of hydrogen and oxygen separately is not 0. Okay. So what will be the oxidation number of hydrogen in water and oxidation number of oxygen in water. What it will be. In today's video, we'll first discuss about this process, that is how to calculate the oxidation number of any element which is present within a compound. Okay? I think it is clear. If the oxidation number increases, means what happens there? Losing of electrons. If oxidation number decreases, look at this. Oxidation number increases 0, 2 plus 1. 0, 2 plus 2. What happens there? Losing of electron takes place obviously. If oxidation number decreases 0, 2 minus 1, 0, 2 minus 2, 0, 2 minus 3, what happens there? There is gaining of electrons. Okay? Done? Ready? So it is clear that when gaining of electrons, which result, what will happen then? When atom gains electron, oxidation number. Okay, remember, we are using this word, that is oxidation number, not reduction number. Okay, it is given by IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, it is fixed. You have to say that oxidation number. Fine. Gaining of electrons, that is the, what will happen then? Oxidation number decreases. If gaining of electron takes place, then what will happen? The oxidation number will be decreased, and this reaction is called the reduction. Okay. If oxidation number decreases, then we will say that reduction reaction takes place. How we can identify? If we will observe that the gaining of electron takes place, so tell me, Cl plus electron, Cl minus, its charge, its oxidation number is 0, and this one is minus 1. Which type of reaction it is? Obviously, a reduction. O plus 2 electron, it forms O2 minus. Which reaction it is? A reduction. Why reduction? Oxidation number of oxygen is 0 when it is alone. Suppose it is atom or molecule. When it is alone, not within a compound, then its oxidation number is 0. And when it gains 2 electron, it will be O2 minus. Means its oxidation number decreases. 0, 2 minus 2. Okay. That is, oxidation number decrease means reduction. What happens? Gaining of electron. Fine. So gaining of electrons, that is oxidation number decrease. This reaction is a reduction. Done? Done? Next. Next one, so its opposite will be the oxidation. Losing of electron. What will happen then? If atom lose electron, what will happen then? Oxidation number increases, and this reaction is called oxidation. If we take this example, sodium, its charge is 0, means its oxidation number is 0. It loses 1 electron and it will form Na plus. Magnesium, it loses 2 electrons, it will form Mg2 plus. What is the charge of magnesium? There is oxidation number of magnesium 0. When it loses 2 electrons, it will be Mg2 plus. Its oxidation number increases when it loses electron. So it is clear that when losing of electron takes place, the oxidation number increases, and this reaction is called the oxidation. So I think now it is clear to all of you, that is what is oxidation and what is reduction on the basis of electronic concept. Fine? Fine? Okay. Now I am giving you some examples, and then we will discuss that how the oxidation number of an element can be identified within a given compound. Okay. I think it is very well known to all of you, there is the valencies of the atoms. Okay. hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium. You have to remember just only for this two, just 20 atoms. Okay. There is a process we know. There is valency. Okay. We are remembering the valency. First, you have to remember 1 0. Then 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 0. Again 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 0 1 2. There is an exception. There is, in case of phosphorus, there are two different valencies. There is 3 and 5. We have to remember this one just for now in this lesson. Okay, 3 and 5. There are some other atoms which also shows the variable valencies. Right? Hydrogen 1, helium 0, lithium 1. Okay, now if we discuss about the oxidation number, hydrogen it lose electron, that's why its oxidation number is +1. But remember, hydrogen can show -1 oxidation state also. Where we'll discuss about it. Achha, lithium +1, beryllium +2, boron it sometimes it's usually +3. Okay, but it is quite different. Usually it share electrons and form the covalent bonds. So leave this, not so much important for this. Nitrogen minus, oxygen minus, fluorine minus, sodium plus, magnesium plus, aluminium plus, silicon leave it, sulfur minus, chlorine minus, argon to 0, calcium, potassium plus, calcium plus. So you have to remember this one only. Hydrogen oxidation number +1, lithium +1, beryllium +2, carbon 4, leave this 2, nitrogen -3, oxygen -2, fluorine -1, sodium +1, magnesium +2, aluminium +3, सल्फर -2, क्लोरीन -1, पोटेशियम +1, कैल्शियम +2. जितना बोला गया उतना याद कर लो कि इसमें काम चल जाएगा. कोई एक्स्ट्रा हेडेक लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. जो एक्स्ट्रा हेडेक होगा वो बोल दिया जाएगा. लिखिए. चलो लिखो. नेक्स्ट आते हैं. Suppose I am giving you this example. Fe plus Cu2 plus, it forms Fe2 plus Cu. Suppose this one. So in this equation, you have to identify oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. So where its charge is 0, its charge is 0. So Fe to Fe2 plus, what happens here? 0, 2 plus 2, increase or decrease? Oxidation number increase or decrease? Increase. So what happens here? Oxidation. Okay. Cu2 plus 2, Cu0. 2 to 0. Increase or decrease? Oxidation number decrease. So it is a reduction. Can you remember this equation? This one is actually this. Fe plus CuSO4, FeSO4 plus Cu. Look at this. Here the addition of oxygen takes place, so it is oxidation. Here removal of oxygen takes place, so it is a reduction. Oxygen addition, oxygen elimination. And this one is the electronic concept. Clear? So the question that is at present you have in your mind, that is how you know that is this one is Cu2 plus and this one is Fe2 plus. So we'll discuss about it just after 2 minutes. I'm giving you another example. You have to identify which one is oxidation and which one is reduction. Do it. ZF. This one is the reaction, equation of the reaction. You have to identify where is the oxidation reaction and where is the reduction reaction. This one is 0 and this one is 0. I am not solving this one, you have to solve it by yourself. Right? Next. Here is the oxidation and reduction reaction on the basis of the electronic concept. Means electron lose means oxidation, electron gain is reduction. Okay, remember this one. Electron lose, there is oxidation. Okay, oxidation number increase. Okay, what happens in case of oxidation? In case of reduction, electron gaining takes place and oxidation number decreases. Okay, write down this also. Okay. So easily you can identify this one. Now the next topic. Next one. That how to identify the oxidation number of an element within a given compound. Done. Write this. How to identify the oxidation number of an element within a compound. Okay, you have to remember the charge of polyatomic ions also. Okay, I think we learned this in class 9. The polyatomic ions, sulfate, carbonate, and others. Okay, you have to remember for this also. If it is not known, then you have to learn from class 9. This one, I think it is written on in your copy. So please use that copy. Okay. Within a compound. Now let me discuss. Suppose it is CuO. CuO. You have to identify the oxidation number of copper. Okay. Suppose it is not known the oxidation number of copper. This compound is given, you have to identify the oxidation number, oxidation number of copper in CuO. This one is the question. So how you will solve it? It is not known, so suppose the oxidation number of copper is X. Oxidation number of copper is X. The number of copper atom within this compound, that is 1. There is only one copper atom, so multiply X by 1. Plus, here this one is the oxygen. What is the oxidation number of oxygen? -2. -2. How many oxygen atoms are there? 1 into 1. So the overall charge of a molecule is 0, equal to 0. Now I think you can easily identify the oxidation number X into 1. So what is it written? Look at this. We assume that oxidation number of copper is X. So X. Okay, number of copper atom within copper oxide is 1. So X into 1 plus oxidation number of oxygen, that is -2. There is one oxygen atom, so into 1 is equal to the overall charge, that is 0. If it will be charged, suppose it is given that Cr2O7 2-. So first, suppose you have to calculate the oxidation number of chromium X. Then you have to equal it with -2 at that time. Okay, means the overall charge के साथ आपको equal करना है. You have to equal it with the overall charge. But if the compound is not charged, if the compound is given, no charge is given, then the overall charge will be 0. So you can easily calculate X is equal to +2. So here, in case of copper, the oxidation number is +2. Now I am giving you another question. You have to identify the oxidation number. I am giving you a compound. Okay. You have to identify the oxidation number. Look at this. Fe2O3. Identify the oxidation number of iron in Fe2O3. Just pause the video and try to solve it by yourself. Done? Let me solve. Suppose the oxidation number of iron is X. So X. There are 2 iron atoms, so into 2 plus oxygen, that is -2 into number of oxygen atom 3 is equal to 0. So here it is 2x plus minus by minus, 3 2s are 6 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3, that is plus 3. So here the oxidation number of one iron atom is +3. Suppose it is given that FeO. So oxygen -2, iron must be +2. Now it is much more clear to all of you that we can easily identify without calculating this if you can calculate it by yourself. Okay, by a short process. Now, suppose the question is that Al2O3, what is the oxidation number of aluminium? You can calculate it. Okay, x 2x plus -2 into 3 is equal to 0. So if we calculate it, that is x is equal to +3. Now I think it is clear. Suppose any unknown element whose oxidation number is not known, MnO2. You have to identify the oxidation number of Mn. Okay, manganese. So what it will be? Suppose it is x, so x 1 manganese, so into 1. Oxygen is -2. There are 2 oxygen atoms is equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 2 to the 4. So the oxidation number of manganese is +4 in MnO2. Okay, clear? Achha. Suppose it is given FeSO4. FeSO4. Now, you have to identify the oxidation number of iron. How you solve it? SO4, this one is sulfate. It is very well known. So sulfate is SO4 2 minus. So in case of sulfate, the charge is -2. We know the overall charge of a compound is 0. So if it is -2, suppose this one is x. That is x minus 2 is equal to 0. X is equal to +2. So it will be +2. Okay. Now I am giving you another question. Is it done? For sulfate it is known that is -2. So if total SO4, remember it's not needed to multiply this -2 by 4 because SO4 is as a total sulfate, as a total it is a polyatomic ion. Okay. Suppose it is given CuSO4. What is the oxidation number of copper? Look at this. SO4, very well known, -2 to copper +2. Is it? CaCO3. CaCO3. CO3 is carbonate, -2. Calcium +2. +2 -2 0. Al2SO4 whole 3. For this you have to calculate the oxidation number of aluminium, suppose. So let it be x. So there are 2 aluminium atoms, that is 2x plus. For sulfate it is -2. For SO4 -2. There are 3 sulfate atoms, sulfate polyatomic ion, into 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to +3. Okay. Oxidation number of aluminum is +3. So easily, if the compound is given, you can identify the oxidation number of an element. Now, for the first one, that is H2O. Suppose you have to identify the oxidation number of hydrogen. Suppose, so let the oxidation number of hydrogen is X. So there are two hydrogen atoms. Sorry, let the oxidation number of hydrogen is X. So there are two hydrogen atoms. That is 2x plus oxygen -2. There is one oxygen atom. That is into 1 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to +2. X is equal to +1. So in case of hydrogen, it is +1. Now suppose in case of water, you have to identify the oxidation number of oxygen. Let it be x. We know that in case of hydrogen it is +1. There are 2 hydrogen atoms, that is into 2 plus x is equal to 0. So x is equal to -2. Thus you can identify the oxidation number of an element within a compound if the oxidation number of the other element is known. How you will know the other element oxidation number? There is a list from which you will get the oxidation number of so many elements by using which you can identify the oxidation number of the other element easily. Now I am giving you some examples. You have to identify. You have to identify the oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay. H2S plus I2. It forms 2HI plus this. Done? Let me write the oxidation number of different elements. In case of hydrogen, this one is plus 1. For sulfur, it will be minus 2. Iodine itself molecule 0. Hydrogen plus 1, iodine minus 1, sulfur alone there is 0. Now look at this. What happens here? Here hydrogen to hydrogen plus 1, 2 plus 1, no change. Here sulfur minus 2 to 0. Minus 2 to 0. What happens? Increase or decrease? Obviously increase. So increase means this one is oxidation. Okay. Done. Now iodine 0. What happens? Iodine minus 1. So here this to this there is reduction. Look at this. No oxygen atom is there. Means no transfer of oxygen. So we cannot explain the oxidation or reduction reaction on the basis of the oxygen transfer. So in this case, you can identify the oxidation reduction reaction by using the electronic concept easily. But you can also identify that the oxidation reduction reaction on the basis of the hydrogen transfer in this reaction also. But it is quite easy to identify the oxidation reduction reaction by using the electronic concept. You have to, those students who are willing to take science in class 11. So you have to learn this very carefully because this one is much more important. You have to learn this. Means you will face a different chapter, that is redox reaction. Okay, balancing redox reaction. There you have to learn this again. Okay. So I am giving another question, and you have to solve it by yourself. H2S plus Cl2. It forms 2HCl plus this. So easily you can identify this. Now ZnO plus C, it forms Zn plus CO. There are two equations. You have to identify the oxidation and reduction reaction by yourself. Try to solve it. It's not much more necessary. Just write the oxidation number of the different element for hydrogen plus 1, sulfur minus 2, chlorine 0 as it is. Look at this. Chlorine Cl, it is minus 1. If it is Cl, then it is minus 1. Okay, means suppose HCl, then it is minus 1. When the chlorine is in a compound, then it is minus 1. But alone it is Cl2, then it will be 0. Okay, remember this one. So hydrogen plus 1 within a compound minus 1, sulfur alone 0. So you can easily identify the oxidation number increase or decrease, and then you can identify the oxidation reduction reaction. Now oxygen minus 2, zinc plus 2, carbon alone 0, Zn alone 0, oxygen minus 2, carbon plus 2. It is a different thing, but let it remember like this one. Okay. What happens? 0 to plus 2 increase, there is oxidation. Plus 2 to 0 decrease, reduction. Clear? Losing of oxygen, reduction. Adding of oxygen, oxidation. Clear? So you can solve the other questions on the basis of the electronic concept. Those questions which were given in the last video to solve. You can solve these questions also on the basis of the electronic concept. Okay. Fine. Now, oxidizing and reducing agent. Oxidizing and reducing agent on the basis of electronic concept. The substance which oxidizing agent reduced, okay, which gains electron, okay, means whose, how we can identify, whose oxidation number decrease. Oxidizing agent is that substance which gains electron and which results the decrease in oxidation number of that compound, or you can say of that element. Reducing agent, there is the substance which lose electron, which results whose oxidation number increases. Okay. I am giving you one example by which you can easily identify this. Fe plus CuSO4, it forms FeSO4 plus Cu. Okay. Iron alone 0, sulfate minus 2, total sulfate, copper plus 2, iron plus 2, sulfate minus 2, copper alone 0. Here this one is oxidation. What happens? Iron Fe2 plus. Oxidation number, look at this. The substance which gains electron whose oxidation number decreases and whose oxidation number increases, this one is reducing agent. So oxidation number of iron increases. We know that oxidizing agent and reducing agent, these are the reactants which will found at the left side of the arrow. Okay. So in between these two, one will be oxidizing agent, another will be reducing agent. Let's check whose oxidation number increases and whose oxidation number decreases. If we observe that in case of iron the oxidation number increases. So here iron is the reducing agent. It take oxygen from this. Okay. लास्ट दिन हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे थे जो ऑक्सीजन को चोरी करता है, जो ऑक्सीजन को ले लेता है, वो reducing agent है. Okay, here the oxidation number of copper decreases plus 2 to 0. Whose oxidation number decrease? This one is oxidizing agent. So this one is oxidizing agent. So easily you can identify if one is reducing agent, another will be oxidizing agent. Whose oxidation number increases? That is reducing agent. Remember, अगर किसी का ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर इंक्रीज हो जाता है मतलब वो खुद क्या हो रहा है, ऑक्सीडाइज्ड हो रहा है. किसी का ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर कम हो जा रहा है मतलब वो खुद क्या हो रहा है, रिड्यूस हो रहा है. ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट क्या होता है, खुद रिड्यूस होता है. देखो ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट जो है, ये क्या हो गया, रिड्यूस्ड हो गया, इसका चार्ज कम हो गया, कम हो जाता है इसका. आई एम गिविंग अनदर एग्जांपल. डू इट. Fe2O3 plus Al, it forms Al2O3 plus. You can easily identify. Iron oxygen minus 2, iron plus 3, aluminium alone 0 because this one is plus 3 minus 2, this one is 0. Okay. Now identify which one is oxidizing agent, which one is reducing agent. Here iron plus 3, iron 0. So its oxidation number decreases. Oxidation number decreases, so it is oxidizing agent. Here aluminium 0, 2 plus 3. Its oxidation number increases. Oxidation number increases, so this one is reducing agent. चोरी कर रहा है ऑक्सीजन तो रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट होगा. ठीक है बच्चों, ये है कॉन्सेप्ट ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन रिएक्शन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्सेप्ट, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रांसफर, एंड दिस वन इज ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट एंड रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट. आप लोग इसे जो एग्जांपल दिया गया है उसमें से आपको ऑक्सीडेशन रिडक्शन रिएक्शन आइडेंटिफाई करना है और उसके साथ साथ ऑक्सीडाइजिंग और रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट को आइडेंटिफाई करना है. इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट the next last topic may be the corrosion and rancidity. Learn up to this. Thank you.